Right, so now if I... oh, it's done it by itself. Never mind. So there we go, guys. It's currently washing. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Simulate Gaming, and welcome back to Thornton Farm. Now, today we're finally going to get round to planting our potatoes. I think we started planting them, like, from the first ever seed about 2 weeks ago. And we only just got around to finish planting them, and they are ready to harvest already. So, that's what we're going to be doing today. As you can tell by our money, is constantly going up in the top corner there. We've got £7,000 right there. That's because we have a course place set up down in the BGA selling our silage. We've transported it all from these silos here. It's now all down in the BGA, and yeah, he's selling it. Now, before we get going, we're just going to do a really quick job here. I haven't got my front links on here. My front loader. There we go. That's the one bad thing about this Vulture. When you reload the game, the front loader's not there. For the brackets, I should say. Right, so today we're jumping into the Vulture just really quick, and we're going to release the handbrake first of all. We're going to collect our wool pallets. We have a 100% wool pallet down in the sheep yard, whatever it's called, the sheep pen. So we're going to collect that, and then we'll crack on with our potato harvesting. Now, we've already spent quite a lot of money from the silage. We've bought ourselves a Grimmie potato harvester, which is all ready to go. We've bought one of the choppers. I can't remember the proper name for them, but basically, you know, tops the potatoes. We've rented one, so we've got one that's bought and we've got one that's rented, just to speed up the process sort of thing. And we've got Billy Bob out in the field doing that, and we've also got John Wayne out in the field doing that, so we've got both of our workers out doing that, which means today we're using all of our tractors, guys. All 4 of our tractors are going to be out today. Yes, I only have 4 on this map if you're new, because that's plenty of tractors for a farm of this size, I reckon. Especially with the amount of fields I currently own. Right, so here is our wool pallet. So let's just maneuver ourselves around here. Now, I don't have air tracking once again, because I'm recording in daytime. Really going to look into blackout curtains in the next couple of days. I think that's going to be the best thing for me personally. I could go back to my old head tracking, it's just not as convenient for me. Right, let's switch to pallet cam here. I can't seem to get in the good position here. So I know what to do. We'll come this side of the pallet, and then we'll back up from here. I think that's going to be the best solution for us. Awesome sauce. So now we are directly in line. Let's get our fork cam out here, just to give you guys something to look at. Still recording the webcam? Yes. Hopefully the webcam comes out alright today, guys. I'm using a different method. Basically, usually I record my webcam onto OBS and my screen onto either Fraps or Marillis. But I found out you can assign a webcam shortcut for Marillis. So yes, at the touch of a button, I can turn the webcam on and off, which is nice. Now if I press X, I should be able to lock this. I think. Let's have a look here. I think he's locked. It doesn't look locked to me, but according to the thing he is. So, jump back into the cab real quick. And we'll take this up to our yard to get this stored away. That's not locked. I don't care what they say. That is definitely not locked. Oh well. Hopefully it won't fall off. So yes, we're going to quickly take this back to the yard, and then we'll begin our potato harvesting. So how are you guys anyway? This video is going out rather... In fact, no, I might put this one out on Saturday, I think. Basically, I'm recording this on Thursday, and I don't have a video out today because I was working all day Wednesday. No, today's Friday, sorry. And on Thursday, I was all work lagged and stuff like that. I can't see what I'm doing here. There we go, to give it a little bit of headroom here to look under. So yes, I didn't actually get around to recording because I was so tired from the work day before, because I was working in a completely different city, so the motorway tired me out. But hopefully there will be a video out. I don't know whether it's going to be this one or Naysville Farm Extended, but yes, you will be getting one in the evening on Friday. So anyway, we'll take this into here. Turn our indicator off, we don't need him anymore. Right, now where did I put the other one? That's the question. I can't remember. I think it was here. Yep, there he is. So we'll drop this bad boy off here. Right, there we go. Let's plop him down here like that. I think we're going to wait until we've got about 6 before we sell these, because obviously it's just a waste of time. Ah, we've just crashed. Fantastic. Right, what I'm going to do real quick is jump out the old Vulture here. We'll disconnect our loader here, because this is going to be carting today, this Vulture. Seems we don't have any other tractors. Oh, nearly crashed again. Nearly. Seems we don't have any other tractors to cart for us today. We're going to be using this. Should work out fine. But yes, I'll meet you at the field. Right then, so we're just going to back this up into the Stuart trailer. I've got it in what I like to call lug mode, where it's basically just the open top trailer sort of thing. Not the grain cart, not the silage one, the other one. I'm sure there's a proper name for it. I just don't know it. So we actually already have 478 potatoes in there, essentially. That's because I was testing to make... Because I've never used the harvester, so I wanted to see how it worked. In fact, we'll just leave this here for now. And this is our machine of choice today, guys. We've got the Massey Ferguson hooked up to the Grimmie SE260, sorry, not 620. So we're going to be using this. I was going to be using the 420, but it was a bit buggy because it was a mod. This one's the vanilla one, so hopefully this serves us well today. On the front of the Massey, we have this... I forgot the name. I always forget the name of these, so if you do know the name of this, please let me know in the comment section below. This is basically what they use for harvesting potatoes. I think it essentially just keeps you in the tracks. Not sure. Now, the only unrealistic thing that's happening today, guys, is we do not have row crops for the Massey. In fact, we don't have row crops for anything. So I need to look into... I'm going to edit the Massey Ferguson myself to have row crops, I think. So hopefully in one of the next episodes, this should have an option for row crops. I need to try and get the script working. But yeah, let's jump into her. We'll get her booted up. We'll release that handbrake there. In fact, the front thing's lowered. Let's lift that up. So yes, I completely forgot the name. My mind's gone blank. Please let me know. In fact, it might tell us in the garage menu. Let's have a look. Nope, doesn't say. It just tells you the working width and that it's essentially a weight at the same time. I think it was 1250 kilograms, something like that. We've got the gate locked here. Let's put our hazard lights on. We'll jump into the old field. As you can see, guys, they've made quite a good start already. This is Billy Bob in the T6, and we've got John Wayne down in the class, who's currently kissing a wall. Get on, John Wayne. You can always rely on one of them to mess up. So we can actually leave the gates open now, because I don't think Billy Bob needs to come back this way. Now. Oh, I forgot to turn the webcam back on. There we go. That's the only bad thing, guys. There's probably going to be times where I forget to do it, but oh well. Right, guys, so let's come into here like this. Nice and steady now. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do this to begin with. We're going to have to drive over some of the potatoes just to get ourselves lined up. So we don't need the front thing, whose name I forgot at the moment, because we're not actually going to be following any tracks for this first row, because we're going to be on the edge, as you can see here. Give that a little bit of an unfold. And that is our case getting re-rented. The contract's been renewed down at the BGA. Not really a problem because it's making us more money per like every 5 minutes than that is an hour. Let's lower that down. And we'll boot her up, shall we? Is it working? Yes, it is. So we are finally away. I should probably set up a GPS actually, because I always seem to mess this up because I'm an idiot. Not sure how this works. Right, so hopefully I've got her. I'm not really good at setting off offsets for the GPS mod, but yeah, hopefully we got her. That's if I got the right lines. I'm assuming we're following the blue one and the green one's actually the work line, in which case we should have it. Great. We don't have any wood chips. Sorry, Mr. Shop. Thanks for letting us know anyway. So yes, welcome back, guys. I hope you guys are well. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Impressive machine. Now, I've got a little confession to make. Do you know I said I was going to be using a mod one? I forgot the model number of it. I did not realise there was a trailed potato harvester in the game. I rarely use vanilla equipment. So yes, I had no idea this was actually in the game. So I felt like a bit of an idiot when I found out it was. Right, let's see what we've got going on here then. Now, the reason we've got two of these guys chopping the foliage off the potatoes is because so we don't drive over any of the crops. Excuse me, Mr. Billy Bob. We're doing opposite ends like this. Now, I'm not sure if this is what you do in real life, but it's what we're doing today. Because it is an offset harvester, obviously. I just messed that up. I miss head tracking. I could probably use it right now, to be fair, but we'll play it safe. Right. Now, this is actually slightly off. This one, so we're gonna move her over like this. There we go. Go ahead and boot her up again. And we're into our next row. So once again, guys, if you are new to the channel, I'm not a real farmer, so I have no idea if I'm doing this right or wrong. I'm just doing it in a way that works, essentially. And it seems to be working for us, so... Are we getting all of it? Yes, we are. I couldn't actually work out why this wasn't working. I completely forgot you have to chop. Is he completely stuck, that case? Class, even, sorry, my bad. Oh, he's messed up here. This is why you don't hide help, guys, because they've got them messed up down at this corner here. Right, guys, so what we're going to do just to save this guy, so you know exactly what I'm doing, is we're going to give him a bit more of a headland, I think. So we're going to do about 2 or 3 lengths just down the edge of the field here. This may mess up the New Holland, but I'm not really bothered that much. So yeah, we'll drive down to here. We'll do a U-turn. Possibly do it one more time. I'm not sure just yet. No, we should be fine with just 2. So I'm going to drive to the end, do a U-turn, drive back, and that should be more than enough for him. Let's go ahead and lift that up. Right, so we've got a couple minutes before the T6 gets done here anyway. Awesome sauce. And let's carry on with this last little piece here. Yep, we got that spot on. I'm getting better at this old guessing thing, guys. I was terrible when I first started playing Farm Sim. That was back in, oh gosh, that was 2009, I think, because I played Farming Simulator 2009. And for those of you that don't know, it's not really referenced that much, but there is a Farm Sim 2008 as well, which is essentially the same game minus the Fent, because they had Fent in 2009 and 2011, I think it was. Once again, don't quote me on this. I may be completely wrong. I got a very good memory, but I think it was in 2009 as well, Fent. Glad to see it's returned. I'm assuming Giant's licenses ran out, and then they decided just to get different companies. Right, so he's off again. So guys, this is going to take a long time to do, so I'm not sure how much we're actually going to get into the video today. We've got 3 fields to do, but obviously I'm going to do the other 2 off camera, because there's no point in watching the same thing 3 times, essentially. Let's just cut through this bush here. And we want to be in this lane here. Just going to adjust the GPS lines real quick. There we go. So that, a bit too far over. Right, that should be her right there. Go ahead and boot her up. And we are away. Hopefully we're not missing any. No, that seems to be pretty spot on there. Oh, I'm finally getting used to setting GPS lines off-center, although I think we can afford to go this way a little bit more, if I'm honest. Ah, that should do it. That should do it nicely. Actually, no, we're missing potatoes. Back over! Back! Right, so there we have her. Let's lift her up real quick. And let's go to the opposite end of the field once again. Now, once again, this is probably not the proper way to do this, but it works for me. We'll keep doing it. How are they getting on? Yep, doing good. T6 is massively outdoing the class. I don't know if that's because he got stuck, but they did start at exactly the same time, guys. That's the other thing, but there's a lot more area covered with the T6 so far, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I messed that up a little bit there. Let's try that again. Go ahead and lower this down. Not sure why this isn't doing exactly what we want it to do, but oh well. Maybe I've got the working whip set wrong. Right, so currently on 35%, and this is only our third row. No, fourth row. Sorry, my bad. I thought we started on this end then, but we didn't. So we're going to need to go get the Vulture in a second with the Stuart trailer on the back. Yeah, he seems to be alright now, that class. Just 2 little bits of headland managed to fix that, which is handy. Yeah, look how much area the T6 has covered. Right guys, so because we've already done this, what I'm going to do is meet you guys back at 100% and I'll show you exactly what we're doing with our potatoes. So I'll be right back. Right, okay everybody, so we're just coming up to 100% now, as you can see, and you may also notice I've adjusted... Oh, there we are, we're at 100. So I've adjusted the GPS to be properly. Now, I already know that's how you do it, but when you got implements this narrow, what happens is you follow... Well, when you got offset things this narrow, I mean, sorry. What happens is the tractor will eventually branch off into the next lane, and then the next lane, and the next lane. It's not necessarily a bug, it's just an issue sort of thing. Now, I believe the pipe is on the other side. No, it's not. It's on this side. I got confused then. So what we're going to do is whack the old handbrake on here and jump into the Vulture, and I'll see you back here. In fact, no, I'll just leave you here. You can come with me. Here we are. We'll start up the Vulture again. Let's take this bad boy down to the field. Right. So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, when you have the offset line as close to the edge as it needs to be, sort of thing, it sort of twitches a little bit and then goes into the next lane, and then suddenly you're off course. It's really annoying, but there we go. What are we going to do, eh? So I'm not sure what the field level... I don't know if it's changed for the potatoes. I'm not sure just yet, but we'll soon find out here. Let's go into here. By the way, I've said this in previous videos, but for the new people, I'll say it again. People keep asking what this button here is. This is the quick cam mod. You press the end key on the quick cam mod and it does that. I've adjusted the code slightly, so it, instead of just suddenly changing, mine's a smooth transition to look like I'm turning around sort of thing. Okay, so let's back this up under here. Well, not back it up, let's put it under here. Don't need that. There we go. Actually, if we jump into here, what we can do is also... I think it's this one. Yeah, we can lower this like that, which is nice. Let's hide the GPS like that. Actually, no, we need it. I'm going to switch from Inspector Mod to that Glance or Glimpse, whatever it's called, because I'm beginning to think Glance and Glimpse is better, you know. It tells you exactly what the tractor's doing. So where we got Vulture is on 46% there, so we might be able to get one more load in. So what we'll do is we'll lift up the end of that again. Release the handbrake here. GPS is on right. So it's right in front of me, guys. As you can see, the blue line is directly pretty much on top of the red line. And then... Oh gosh, I forgot to turn that on. My bad. Let's back up a little bit. It's because I was too busy talking to you guys. Right. Let's boot her up. So yeah, what happens is if we hit some sort of a hill or something and the tractor goes off course, it will go into the next lane. Very, very annoying, which is why I was using the wide course earlier, but that means I have to adjust it for every single lane, which wasn't very convenient. This one seems to be working pretty well, though. I'm just going to double check to make sure we're getting it all. Yes, we are. Cool. So once again, I'm probably going to go to 100% and then essentially show you guys what we're doing with our potatoes. So yes, I'll see you guys back at 100% again. Right, everybody, so we're nearly on 100% again. Well, we're on 90% at the moment, so I'm hoping this next... Well, I'm very certain it will take us up to 100%. And then we'll offload our potatoes. Now, I'm sure some of you probably guessed what we're doing. In fact, if any of you have ever seen the original Thornton farm, the pre-release version, then you probably already know as this as well, but... Yes, let's jump into this. Activate that GPS, shall we? I think we can afford to move over just a tiny, tiny bit. Like this. Oh, that's the glitch, or not bug, but that's the issue I was saying about with GPS. It sometimes goes into other lanes, which is very annoying. Get into this lane, you. Dang it. There we go. Do you know what? We don't need GPS. Screw it. We'll do it ourselves. We'll do it manually. I've been doing it manually most of this time anyway. 98. 98 still. 99. Still 99. 100. Cool. Let's back up here. I don't think I put the pipe in. No, I didn't. I forgot to put the pipe in anyway, so activate our handbrake. And let's maneuver this around to the overloader point. Wherever that is. I reckon roughly about here. Let's have a look here then, shall we? Just lower that down again. Get a better angle. Cool. Now, this is going to take us up to like 90-something%. It's not going to be 100%, because I think it was like 46% or 48% from the first load. So, we're just going to take it whatever it's on, basically. So, 89. Still 89%. It's a bit lower than I thought, but we'll take it over anyway, because we won't be able to get another full load in, essentially, so it kind of is a waste of time. So we'll take this over. I've stopped the class, by the way, guys, off camera. I don't know if that was off camera or on camera. We've just got the T6 working now, so they don't crash into each other. So he's waiting there patiently. The driver's gone home, but the tractor's still there, I mean. Okay, so we're going to head out this way. Into this field here. So we've got another full field here to do, as you can see. I'll just show you that. That one's got to be harvested. This one, for some reason, bugged out, and only half of it, well, not even half, only a quarter of it's done now. This was completely full of potatoes, but for some reason they've all disappeared. I think that may have something to do with the GRLE swap that I did. If you don't know what that is, don't worry, but basically, yeah, everything got messed up. So we're going into this yard here. Let's undo this. Undo the door? Who says that? Let's open this door. Open these gates. Or undo these gates, if you're me. Cool. We'll lock that back up. There we go. So, this is exactly what we're doing with our potatoes today, guys. It's just around this corner here. Now, it's slightly edited, this map. There we go. So we have the potato washer here now. I've moved all the boxes around, but this potato washer is completely functioning now. I've hard-coded it into the map. It's not a placeable, because I couldn't get the placeable into the sheds. So yes. Oh, that's what I was doing last night. That's why there also wasn't a video yesterday as well, because I was too busy putting this into the map. It's quite easy to do, actually. Big shout out to ShyWizard again for giving me a hand. Okay, now where is that trigger point? There it is. Now you can do this realistically or just dump it in like that. So I'm dumping it in unrealistically, but what you can do is dump it into this shed here and then put it in with a bucket. Now what I'm going to do real quick is jump over the Stuart and we'll see. Because you guys don't want to watch me harvest potatoes all day, so I'm going to do the rest of it as well now. So we need water and diesel as well, actually. So that's what we're going to be doing. So what I'm going to do is... Can't squeeze past there. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Right. So yes, what I'm going to do is pull this Vulture out real quick. We'll stop it. This is the only... Oh, wait, we have the class now. What should we use? We're going to jump through to the class, actually. So turn this handbrake on. Turn the tractor off. I wonder if we can put the Massey Ferguson onto a course. No, I'm not going to risk it. I'll do it myself. I don't want to risk messing it up. Right, guys. So, as you can see right now, we are in the class. We've dropped off the little chopper thing we had on the front. And we're heading back to the yard because I've gone ahead and bought some new equipment. You can see our money's gone down, but I've reset it just to save time because you guys don't want to see me drive to the store. Pretty sure you've seen people drive to the store hundreds and hundreds of times. And there is our new equipment. So we've got the water trailer. You could call it a water bowser, but it's technically, you can put anything in here. And we've also got a little fuel one as well. Let's go ahead and jump into this. So we're going to connect up the fuel trailer to the front. It's not even a trailer, a fuel tank to the front. And now we will pick pick up our new water trailer. These are meant to be green, guys. I am aware that it's meant to be green, but I've made them color coded, so now people know only water goes into this one. Do not put fuel or anything into there. Red for fuel, obviously. Probably would have been better to make it orange, but too late. I'll tell you what's nice about this trailer pack here, guys. Now, Oxygen David's put the little nozzle on as well, so this actually works properly. But we can fill up this water tank if I switch to it. And as you can see, we actually have the tube, which is nice. This also works with the, what's it called? The Kuhn hammer water tank as well, but there we go. Oh, look, this does work. That's really cool, guys. Never realised this worked. So we've got 10,000 litres inside right now, which is nice. So we'll head up to the potato washer. Forgot the webcam, there we go. Gotta get used to the button, guys. Do apologise, but you've only missed a couple of seconds. Right, so yes, we need to fill it up with water, fill it up with fuel, and that should, touch wood, be it. We need to continuously fill it up with potatoes, but that's fine. Now, I unrealistically loaded the potatoes, like I said a minute ago, because I just wanted to show you guys it working, essentially. But from now on, I think I'm going to offload them into the actual potato shed and then scoop them up with a bucket. I think that's going to be the most realistic thing I can do. Right, where are we here then? So the fuel goes into this generator, I believe, at the front. So there we go. I'm not sure what it's filling up at the moment, if I'm honest, but... Oh, it's the fuel. It looks like it's going onto the floor, guys, but it is going into the machine. I'm not sure if there's meant to be like a pump or something for this, but if there is, it's not working. I haven't managed to get it to work anyway. So we get the tube sort of thing again, but yeah, it is going in, and that's it full of... That's it full of fuel. Now we need to back up to that little bit of pipe sticking out there to get the water in. Hopefully we can do that. Hopefully we have enough room to do that. Right, get some third-person action here. This class doesn't turn fast enough. It's really annoying. Right. Should have used the Vulture probably for this, but... Steady does it. Steady does it. Right, so yes, this should be coming out the back again. There. So I don't know if there's meant to be a pipe here, but I haven't managed to get it to work. So that is my fault. Let's quickly run around the back here and have a look. So yes, we've got 100% of diesel, 63% of potatoes that are inside the water. Yeah, it does take a while to turn on, so I can either just wait for it naturally or fast forward time so you guys can see it in motion. Think I'm going to fast forward time just so you guys can see it. Now, do we have enough water in the Bowser to actually fill this up? That's the question. Okay, so we got 83% there. Let me just pull the class away real quick. I forgot to turn the webcam off. You just see me walking around. Sorry, guys. You can see my arms in there, but it's alright. Right. Let's turn that off, turn that off. That was the wrong button, Simulate. Well done, sir. Right, so now if I... oh, it's done it by itself. Never mind. So there we go, guys. It's currently washing. So all the dirty potatoes that we've just harvested from the ground are in here. We have to keep topping this up. They go into this little machine here, get spun around in the water. It's basically like a massive washing machine, basically. And they come into here, clean and washed. So I think we get a little bit more money for these. We're not going to sell them in this episode, but we will in a couple episodes' time. Now this is actually a pallet that we can lift up, which is why I moved all these boxes out of the way. So if you've got Thornton Farm, all of these boxes are probably just scattered around here, but I needed to get a front loader, wheel loader, telehandler, whatever in here. So yes, once this is full, we'll take this box away, put it into storage for now. And that should do it. There's also one other thing. See if we can catch it working here. Come on. Oh, here we go. So there's some compost coming out. This is the dirt from the potatoes. So this is compost. We can actually scoop this up and use it as fertilizer. There's one bug I'm having at the moment where for some reason when I scoop it up in the bucket, the texture inside the bucket itself is wrong, but apart from that, it's all working really, really nice. As you can see, we've got the screen here that says work in progress. How much potatoes we got so far? We've only got we've got 2% of the 2% of compost, sorry, and 8% of washed potatoes. So that's going to be spinning away in the background whilst we constantly update it, fill it up. While we constantly fill it up, let's just say that. But yes, like I just said, I wanted to show you this working. So from now on, we're going to do it realistically, and we're going to dump our potatoes into here. Open up. And then we'll scoop them out with a bucket or whatever. So let's open these doors actually, so we can actually unload straight into here. So yeah, there we have it. That is the potato washer up and running, completely working, guys. Really happy that I managed to get this to work. Once again, big shout out to ShyWizard for helping me do this. So yes, guys, that is it. That's basically what we're going to be doing over the next couple episodes, or well, off camera, more essentially. We're just going to do all the interesting stuff on camera. In fact, how much water have we used so far? Let's have a look. 77% left of water. We've got quite a lot of diesel left. So that should do us for possibly the whole field even. I'm not even sure just yet. But yes, there we go, guys. So I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, please slap that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.